Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the
Hello.
Upper Deck. And we have a special guest with us here today.
Great guest.
Amazing guest.
Amazing guest.
The coolest guest.
A wonderful guest.
The best
Oh my
guest.
gosh, you guys can stick around. This is like super, super motivating for me. I'm like, I'm the coolest. All right, great.
And we have a wonderful, wonderful young lady who is always very bright and full of life,
Energy.
energy, and I think we're going to let her introduce herself.
Let's do that.
Let's do
Thanks
that.
for
Let's set the
having me,
stage.
guys. Oh my gosh. Well, yes, I'm Tam, and I'm the Associate Hotel General Manager on board the Regal Princess.
Amazing. I love that. Tam,
Tam,
thank you
yeah.
for having us.
Absolute pleasure to have you
know.
in my office.
Yeah, beautiful
Yes,
office.
a beautiful
I
office.
mean-
Beautiful
I
office.
can see the perks of all the hard work.
Oh, absolutely. The extra half a stripe,
Yeah,
gets
ooh,
you that
half a
own
stripe.
office.
And she
Yeah.
brought this plant all the way from
Listen.
Sydney.
Yes.
Yeah,
Was
it's
imported.
I mean, not illegal at all.
Yeah, okay. Let's not get into that too soon. So, Tams, we wanted to, just interview you for a little bit. We have a couple of questions we wanted to ask you, get your
Great.
opinion on certain things,
All right.
This podcast is all about upliftment, motivation, cruise ship, life,
Right.
life in general,
All right.
So, I think we're going to let the big boss start.
All
Or would
right.
you
I'm
like me
here
to
for
start?
it.
Let me ask my first
Yeah,
question.
you go,
So
you
it's
go,
okay.
you go.
Let me ask my first
Excited.
question.
Okay.
So Tammy, my first question is, you're a mom at sea.
I am.
So how do you manage the emotional weight of being away from your kids and be real? Was there ever a day they made you want to stay home for good?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
that's juicy.
Great question. We're going right in, guys.
Oh, yeah. Trust me.
We're not starting off easy. This is
No.
Get in there. We're getting
heavy.
deep.
Okay.
We're getting deep.
Cool. So yes, I am a mum. I have 3 kids at home. I have an
nice.
11-year-old girl, an 8-year-old girl, and a 6-year-old boy. So I've been at sea on and off between having the kids for about 15 years. So altogether, if you had to like kind of condense it, I've probably been away for 5 years, 6 years total. Look, it can be really gnarly out here. You know what I mean?
That's the
Yeah,
perfect word you used right there.
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
really, I mean, you
Yeah.
never know what's coming at you, but I feel like motherhood kind of prepared me for that
Right.
too. You know,
Yes,
it's like you
that's
never really
understandable.
know what you're doing, and you're gonna get it right, you're gonna get it wrong. Leaving the family is bittersweet. I know that this is where I'm supposed to be,
Right.
so that really helps.
Got you.
The sea either grabs you
Yeah.
or it lets you go.
That's
and
true.
It grabbed me, and I have always known, even after having my first daughter,
Mhm.
she came and my husband and her lived on board with me full time
Oh,
for a good 3
nice.
years. Yeah, so
Are you serious?
yeah, so
That's
I
amazing.
negotiated. Yeah, I was
at you.
the first cruise director
Okay.
ever to negotiate to have their family live on board, because I think it's very much a man's world still on
Yes,
cruise ships,
yes.
For
and
sure.
they tend to be the ones leaving the family
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
and the
Sure.
wife's at home taking care. So when they had someone coming out making a career out of it as a woman who had a family, it was kind of a uncharted territories, and
Right.
I managed to negotiate that in, which was
Look at
amazing.
you.
So my husband lived on
Okay.
board. He was full-time dad on board. He didn't work
Yeah.
except for the biggest job of all, taking care
You
of
have the
our
kids.
daughter. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So they
The
lived on
roles
board.
have
Oh
reversed.
man, and
That's
he was
great.
born to be a dad though.
Right.
That's the difference, I think.
Okay.
In his head, he always wanted to be a dad.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
when he had the opportunity, full-time dad. Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh, yeah,
yes, I'll
for
take
sure.
it. And travel
And
full-time.
travel the
Stop
world.
it.
Oh, yeah.
The buffet.
The buffet. He doesn't have
Come
to do
on.
the cleaning.
That's what
No
I'm
I
saying.
mean,
cooking, no washing.
no cooking, no
Yeah,
wash.
just make sure
It was
Tommy's
just
happy. Make sure the
that's it,
kids are
just
be
taken
here,
care
just
of.
be
keep
here.
this one happy and you
That's
have a
what I'm
happy
saying.
life, right? So they lived on board. So that was easy
Hell
for
yeah.
me. I would do 7, 8 month contracts because
Okay.
they were here. You didn't have
Yeah,
to be
Yeah,
yeah,
you
away.
have to be away. Yeah.
But when we had our second, the room got a little bit small,
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. That's
And I was like,
the understatement of the cruise ships, right?
100%, and that shower curtain was assaulting me
yeah.
every night.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, I
yeah,
think I
yeah.
kind of need my space with my big belly. So
Fair enough.
we went home, and that's when I took a break. And that's when it started to get really tough because they couldn't sail with me full time anymore.
Okay.
Understood.
School started,
Yeah.
And each time I leave, again, I know that I'm supposed to be here. I'm really excited to get back to work
Yeah.
because this is what I love to do. But leaving that family for the first 2 weeks is really difficult.
Tough.
It is.
You have that separation because, I mean, a lot of people don't realize when we go home on vacation, most people who take vacation are working,
Yes.
like
Yeah,
you
definitely.
connected to
Yep,
work
yep.
and
Mhm.
you still have to catch up with
Yep.
everything. Whereas here, you let it go completely. So
100%.
I'm 100% with my family for 2 full months.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then that separation is heart wrenching.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
So for 2 weeks, I'm in my room every night crying, you know, and it becomes really real. But the kids don't care, which I think helps.
Right.
My my middle child, she's 8 years old.
Right.
This last time when I left, she was watching Home Alone when I was about to go to the airport. And I went up and I was like, baby, mummy's taxi's here. Do you want to come and say goodbye? She didn't even turn around. She just went, you're not going for that long. And I was like, oh, wow.
She has
right through
totally
the heart.
desensitized.
That's it. She's like, yeah,
okay.
just go.
See you
just
later.
go.
yeah.
Just
So
send me some snacks. I'm
That's
fine.
it. Bring me something when you come home. You know, I want a Stanley Bear.
You know what I'm saying?
So that actually helps. You know,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
the
yeah,
kids
yeah.
were feeling it every
Yeah, yeah,
time I
yeah.
left, I think I'd be a mess.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
But the
They're
fact
strong.
that they're, you know,
Yeah.
kind of handling it,
That's
it's
dope.
fine.
That's
So
pretty
yeah.
cool.
So I just got one question. Was any of the kids conceived on the ship?
Oh, good question.
Ooh, spicy.
Wait, let me think. No, actually, no.
Okay, all right,
No,
okay,
that,
all
I
right.
mean, not. No, not that I can think of. I
Yeah.
think no, Koa, the last one, I was at home taking care of the middle one. When he
Okay,
was
all right,
conceived.
okay,
So yeah,
okay. All
but I
right.
mean, great question.
See, it's a great question because
That's,
you know,
yeah, I'm like, I see where this is going, guys. All right,
No,
let's,
I
I'm
mean,
ready.
yeah, he,
I conceived one. I
Yeah, he
conceived one.
Did you
Yes,
really?
Yes,
Oh my
son
gosh,
was
how old
conceived.
now?
He's going to be 15 on the 13th of September.
Right.
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
I have two.
Right.
So my second son, he was conceived on the ship Aiden. He's from England.
Right.
yeah,
Gosh, I mean, stories,
you know,
huh?
Yeah.
I have
Stories.
negative too, but
Negative two.
we hope to change that one day.
All right. Look, I have 3. If you want any, you can have some of mine. I've got
Alright.
plenty.
Yeah,
Just-
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with
excellent. You can take your. Wait, actually, you can't have the little boy.
that.
You know, I know people say that
Fair
they
enough.
don't have a favorite,
Mhm.
but I totally have a favorite.
Really?
Oh, I absolutely
Oh.
have a
You're
favorite.
openly admitting
And
this.
listen,
And I hope they're not
they
watching
already
this
know.
podcast.
They already know.
Ah.
You know,
Okay.
it's. I mean,
Well, mommy's
it's
gonna
only
have to buy
because
some extra
he's the
chocolates now.
only, yeah, that's it. They make me pay for it in other ways, but it's only because he's the littlest,
Got
you know,
you,
and
yeah.
he's the only
Okay,
boy,
and he's
Yeah,
Mommy's
right,
boy,
right.
okay.
and he's
So it's two
mommy's
girls and one
boy.
boy.
Yeah,
Fair enough, fair
that's
I can
it.
understand.
Yeah.
So you
Mom-
know, he's.
Boys loves the mummies.
Yeah, for
oh,
sure.
there's a
For sure.
Girls loves the
connection there.
daddies. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
totally.
could relate.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's a mama's boy, right? But in a good way, not in a bad way.
right.
You know, he loves his
Right.
mom.
Yeah. Well,
Alright.
mamas are pretty great.
Yeah, I agree.
All the
So
time.
yeah.
I want to add a question to what he just asked.
Okay.
Actually, I had a really good question, but he kind of asked it. But it's good, you know,
All right.
because like we could just get into other things.
Totally.
It's fine. So obviously you're the AHGM,
Yeah.
Assistant Hotel General Manager.
Yes.
It's a very big title.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Like, do you remember a day that was probably the most intense day for you? And like, how did you, like, okay, how do you remember dealing with all of that pressure?
You know, you don't realize how relevant that question is right now. Because I have been grappling. I mean, not yesterday. Was it? No, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before.
Hmm.
I have to say, hands down, the most difficult day of my entire life at sea. It was just so challenging in every way.
Hmm.
You know, there's stuff going on at home. There's stuff going on here. And then on top of that, you know, we had a port that just didn't go to
Mhm.
plan.
Right.
Yeah.
You've got 4,000 guests
Mhm.
at you,
Yeah.
expecting you to solve problems that you just can't
Fix,
solve.
yeah.
You know, and you're trying to keep your calm, whereas repeating yourself 4,000 times.
Yes, 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 yes.
Legit
Literally.
4,000
Yep.
times.
Literally.
We know.
And then on
Oh, boy.
top of that, that goes on for hours. It's not like it just happens, you know, it's a 10-minute
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
and you're like,
yeah.
oh, okay, I'll move on.
For the whole
Yeah.
day.
That went on the entire morning. And then you have a mini break where you have to do your regular job
Right,
Yeah.
right.
and deal with everyone at home because the time difference. I
Right.
mean, time
Oh, yes,
difference.
yes, that's
Time
true.
differences
That's
are
true.
you
real
know,
thing,
I mean,
for sure.
it's intense.
Yeah.
So,
It's
you know,
tough.
then I speak to the family and deal with all of that. And then you maybe get an hour to yourself before it starts all over
Yep.
again.
Yeah.
So I think the other day was
other day.
so intense.
Mhm.
I think, you know, as the associate hotel general manager, you're kind of overseeing all the key departments that are guest facing and trying to solve these issues.
Definitely.
And I think the most challenging part for me is you said at the beginning, I'm quite a upbeat, energetic,
Yes,
positive
you are.
person.
Yeah. So you're giving out a
And-
lot of energy, right?
And I'm trying to give that to
Yeah.
my team and trying to motivate them all the time. But the other day, I just couldn't find it.
Yes, yes.
You know,
yeah,
I couldn't find it in myself. So I had nothing to give to them. And I think the guilt that came with that was
Right.
something I didn't expect. respect.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I knew my job was to keep the team motivated.
Got you.
I could barely keep
Motivate
myself
yourself. Yeah, yeah,
motivated.
yeah.
You know, and all I wanted to do was
Yeah.
just lay on my bed and be like,
yeah.
I'm never going anywhere again.
I
So
feel it, I
that
feel
was
it.
really the
Listen, I feel like that's such an important thing because people give so much energy. Like there's people like yourself, like him. I would say myself as well. We give energy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's nice to have someone who sees that, okay, they need that pick me up as
Yeah.
well, you know?
Absolutely.
So all you people out there who admire us for giving our energy, you know, we need it too.
Yeah,
we need some help
absolutely.
too, you know what I'm
Sometimes,
saying?
sometimes you have to go very deep because you have to just block everything out
Yep.
and just,
Just pull
like,
it
you
out.
know what, I just have to do this.
Yep.
And I think as performers,
Yeah,
you probably get that a lot when the crowd out there are just not giving it back,
100%.
but you are on stage.
We have
Listen,
to just
you know?
push
I
it.
literally feel it. Like,
Yeah.
I get off the stage and I'm like, I
Absolutely.
feel heavy
Yeah.
because I'm
And
just
it's so
giving
hard,
so much.
especially, drums.
And, yeah,
Like that's hardcore.
Yeah,
You're the
that's-
soul
yeah, you're
of
like
the entire band.
pushing
Exactly.
that energy right
You're
through.
the
you know?
energy.
Yep.
And I mean, to be the face and to
Yeah.
put on that smile and
Yeah.
give everything.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't. Like I just, you guys, it blows me away because sometimes I walk past and
Mhm.
there's no one on the dance floor.
No one.
And they're all just sitting
And
in
they're
their
all just
chairs
sat there watching
staring
you.
at you.
You
And
know
I
what's
think-
funny?
You know?
I think this is a good time for us to put in a little disclaimer.
Yeah.
These views do not reflect our employers in any form or fashion.
This is true.
Yeah, let's
These are
just protect ourselves so we
solely
can say whatever
our-
we
But-
want to say.
100%. I love that.
But you know something? I think what happened, this cruise in particular, the way the ports are every day, I
Mhm.
think the guests go to bed early.
Yeah,
So I think it's not that they're not out and about and want to give you that energy. I think they're so tired coming from these sports that
Just don't have it.
you have to mentally understand that and don't let that depress you.
Mhm.
And understand,
Absolutely.
listen, this is what it is, and I just have to go do what I do best and just make
Feed off each other.
Yeah.
feed off each other.
Feed off each other and
Yeah.
support each other. And you're
Mhm.
totally right.
Yeah.
I think they're all so exhausted, just like
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, we're all so tired from it. But finding those places to recharge your
Yep.
own cup and find that energy can be
It's
really
important.
challenging at times.
Yeah.
And I think you're lucky you're in a group. You
Right.
know, like you can
Yeah.
feed each other, and if you see you're down, you can send
Right,
them
right,
back
right.
and
Got you,
forward.
got you.
But
Okay.
yeah, I think it's challenging at times.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Definitely tough. Actually, I think I'll segue because I have a pretty good question that relates to this.
All right.
Since we're on the topic of guests,
Oh yeah.
what would you say is like a red flag in a guest that you could spot? Like you see them come on board and you're like, I just know this one might be some trouble.
Oh,
In your
I
years
gotta
of
watch
experience.
what I'm gonna say
Hey, be
here.
careful.
Tammy's
Oh.
putting you on the spot now.
Again, my views
Listen, your
completely.
views.
Look, you're always going to have a handful of people who immediately head to someone with stripes.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and I think that's the true tell.
right.
How they act, I am always on the lookout because I believe in respect for everyone at
Got you.
every level because no one can do anything. You can't have a great vacation without the littlest people,
That's true.
and I can't do my job without every
Yeah.
single other person, right?
Believe it.
So I completely believe in respect. And I keep an eye out for those people who don't greet the general
Yeah, like the
teammates
waiters and
Yeah.
stewards and
and
stuff.
they
Right.
straight away
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
good
come
one.
yeah,
to
yeah.
strike.
That's a good one. That's a
Yeah.
good observation there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because that's a true tell of
Yeah.
someone's true intentions
Definitely.
and
Yes,
who
yes,
they
I
are as a
understand.
Yeah,
person.
because how you treat that person that, doesn't affect
Absolutely.
you or
Yeah.
that can't offer anything to you
Yeah.
says a lot about you. So
100%. And
Yeah.
I think I watched I was either like one of those motivational speakers like
Mhm.
Simon Sinek or someone. And they said, when you go in for a job interview, if you're like the manager of a corporation or the HR, whatever, make sure that you have a CCTV in the lobby and you watch how those people coming in treat the receptionist.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's
And then
interesting.
ask the receptionist for their feedback on how the interactions went with each of the candidates.
Okay.
Okay.
Because that is
that.
the baseline.
Yes,
I like
yes,
that. I
yes.
like that.
You
Yeah.
know?
That makes sense.
Absolutely, because
That
I
makes a
mean,
lot of
if
sense.
I know you're the one hiring me, I'm going to play up to you.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like I'm
true.
going
Yeah,
to put
that's
on my
true.
best.
That's true.
Yep.
But if I
Yep.
come in and I am personable and friendly, and I
Right.
treat everyone with respect, that's the kind of person I want in my organization.
I agree.
I
I
agree
agree
with
with
you.
that. I
Same
Same
agree
goes
with
with the guests.
Hey, if it was me, I would even go so far as to become the receptionist and let the receptionist do the interview. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Why not?
You meet me out there, I'm like,
Absolutely.
what's up? Yeah.
That's
know,
actually a
make it
great
really difficult
strategy.
for him, you know?
Absolutely. You sit out there, the receptionist takes them into the room, and then you show up and you're like, actually,
Yeah.
that was me. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you're not getting the job, buddy.
That's it. You can just leave.
You're done, buddy.
Bye-bye. You can leave now.
Yeah, that's a great answer, though. I like that one. I'm going to look out for that, too.
Honestly, it's a
Look
true
out for the
tell.
stripe hunters. We're going to call them the
Yes,
stripe
stripe
hunters.
hunters. Absolutely.
Stripe hunters, we see you.
Yeah.
You're not
got you.
slick. She sees you. You're not
Oh.
slick.
Been doing this for a long, long
That's what
time.
I'm saying. I think we're going to pass it over to my brother here.
All right. Well, you know, I got some nice questions. You
I
know,
know
let me,
that,
I gotta,
always.
let me dip in here now. So, Tammy, as a woman in a male-dominated environment, what's your survival strategy? And do you ever feel like you had to shrink or roar to be heard?
I am loving this, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is something that I am super passionate about. So
Yes.
Oh, that's
I
good. Get the-
love this question. Yes, to all of it.
Yeah.
You know, I think I
100%.
started in the industry so long ago before any of this Me Too or female awareness or, empowerment came up. So I have seen it through the decades
Yeah.
Right.
of how it's changed. And while it's still not perfect, it is
Much better.
10 billion times better than it used to be. And so, yes, I absolutely. And I still, it's funny, I still, even though I'm in this role now and, I feel empowered, I feel respected. And I have to say, the team here, what I love so much about it is that I am in the senior executive, it's like me,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm often at a table with just men,
Right.
but I
Wow.
never feel like the only female.
Yeah,
Well, that's great.
You know,
good.
which
Kudos to you
is-
guys, for
That's
sure.
important.
That
That's really
is
good.
incredible to me.
That's really good.
But I still find myself pandering because I think over the years, survival is the perfect word for it.
Right.
Mhm.
If you are too big as a woman, you're threatening, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
And they want to squash you. If you're not big enough, they squash you because you're not
Yeah,
strong
strong
enough.
enough, yeah.
So finding that middle ground, and I still do it to this day. Firstly, shrinking 100%, and that's something I consciously remind myself.
Right.
take up some space.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take
yeah,
up
It's
some
yeah.
space.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
You have good points. You're in this
Yep.
role for a reason.
Yeah, yeah.
Speak up. But it's a conscious choice because I've been conditioned,
Yes,
to-
I understand.
kind of.
Be more silent.
Yeah, absolutely.
More submissive.
And I'd still find myself too addressing certain levels of people in a way that is almost a manipulation of the
Mm.
situation
Right.
without manipulating. So
Mhm.
by manipulation, I mean addressing it from a sideways so that
Right.
it almost feels like their
Idea.
idea.
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
know?
yeah, yeah, I understand.
So
That's some advanced techniques
oh,
right there.
and that's it, and it just kind of, now it's just so natural. You
thing.
kind of assess, oh, well, if I come at it this way, it's going to be completely kibosh, straight
Yeah.
up.
yeah.
So how do I approach it? And I think for a lot of women, in
Yeah.
senior roles, not just on cruise ships, in industries
yes.
everywhere,
Gotcha.
we come at it from different angles
Mhm.
because if we come at it like a man, firstly, that's not my approach.
Mhm.
Right.
I don't feel like I should have to.
Mhm.
Right.
I have my own style.
Yep.
I'm
Mhm.
feminine, and
Yep.
I think that a balance is absolutely necessary.
I like that.
So I will always stay true to that feminine, but I have to show strength,
Right.
Of course.
and finding that balance is so tricky.
So tough.
Yeah.
So tricky.
Hmm.
But as I said, over the years, it has improved so
Right.
much. And I am so appreciative to the team that I'm in now, especially, having the first time stepping into this role.
Right.
I've felt so supportive in speaking up. And it's such a great platform for me to now move, along the ranks
Yeah.
That's
with
dope.
this as my base.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that because I've seen a lot of women in positions of power in companies over the years, and your approach is probably the best I've seen for sure. Because some of them, like you say, they try to adapt and become super like strong-minded and like
Yeah,
not aggressive, but like they become what they think they want others to see,
absolutely.
Yeah.
and then that is almost always received the wrong way. And I feel like everyone is receptive to you. I don't think there's anyone that has a bad thing to say about
Oh,
you
that's really
because
kind.
of how
Thank
you approach it. Like you have such an inviting energy, but you can also see the side of you is like, oh yeah, get that done too.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
appreciate
Get
that.
it done. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. It's just
So
a
it's
look,
like,
right?
you
I
know,
think it's the mummy look.
Yeah, it's like a get that done. So
Oh, thank you. I
we
appreciate
appreciate
that.
you, and
Oh,
we're happy to have you in
That's
that
really
role.
kind.
And
yes,
you're an
I agree
example
with that. Yeah.
for a lot of people. This is how you should be, guys.
oh,
You
thanks,
make it to the
guys.
top.
Yeah, thank you. That's really, really kind.
You're very welcome. I was not paid to say that also, so it's like
I'm like,
I'm
I'll
not
slip you the money
paid,
afterwards.
I'm not on the
That's
clock,
it.
you know. But you know what I'm saying?
No, I appreciate that, and I mean, I think a lot of the times it is about reminding yourself, as a woman, to kind of, like I said, take up that space, speak up, and
Yeah.
how to deal with it. But I think women are finding their places now, so
Yeah.
it's great. I'm happy to be that
We
example.
love you, woman. Go for it. It doesn't matter what position. I would say, like, I feel like a lot of people become intimidated based on gender and stuff.
Yeah,
Take it to them. Take a risk, take a
absolutely.
chance.
You got to lean
and-
into it.
Yeah.
And I think challenging other people's perspectives on things is what it's about. That's all this
100%.
is, whether it's the LGBTQ
Mhm.
plus community or feminism or whatever,
Right.
it's about challenging other people's perspectives in the right way.
Right.
Because if you
Yeah, you
come at
have
it
to be
too
receptive.
hard,
Yep.
it's
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
receptive.
yeah.
Yep.
If you're too soft, it's not going to be, it's not going to get
Yeah.
the message across.
Balance.
So yeah, finding that balance. Yeah, and you've got to stay true to yourself too, which is sometimes the hardest
That's
part.
a tough thing to do on a ship, I would say.
It
'Cause
really
I feel like
is.
a lot of people come on the ship and they kind of get lost in the sauce, I say. Because like
Absolutely.
you kind of start seeing people morph into this person that you're like, okay, you weren't like this a month ago or 2 months ago.
Absolutely.
So it's very tough to keep your identity.
And you can even feel yourself sometimes
Yeah.
doing that, like depending on the ship you go to and the people that you're surrounded
yeah,
by.
because every ship has like an identity.
Yeah.
So
Different
Completely
energies,
different
different
too.
energies.
You're
Different
not
energy.
going into the same people,
100%, yeah.
So finding your place. And I find, each time you come to a ship, that's probably the hardest part.
Yeah.
Finding your people.
100%.
And
Yeah.
sticking to who you are. And there are contracts where I'm completely alone the entire contract because
Right.
you just can't find that. And I don't want to lose,
Yourself.
what
Your peace.
myself.
Your
And I don't
peace,
want to
yeah.
lose my peace, because then everything falls
Yeah.
apart.
That's
But-
this guy right here.
But
Yeah.
you know something too, as you said that, like when you go to a ship, like you leave a ship and you had a great contract.
Yeah.
And then you come to a ship and everything is just
Oh my gosh.
haywire. It's
Yeah.
different. And then you're like, what the hell is going on here? So it sends you like in a state of depression because
Yeah.
you are accustomed to a standard.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now you have to find a way to look deep into yourself and understand, listen, this is not about you.
Mhm.
This is about trying to find a way to fix this or work around this until it gets better. But the minute you make that situation get to you, it's gonna bring you down.
100%.
Absolutely. I will get the saying completely wrong, but it's about ships. Like ships are constantly on water, but they don't sink until they let the water in.
That's true.
I
That's
like
true.
that one.
Right? As soon as you let it
Buzz.
get to you,
Yeah.
Ooh.
you go down.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think you're so right. It's, it sends you into that depression.
Yeah.
And especially as someone in a role that can influence the ship quite
Mhm.
significantly.
Mhm.
This is my second time to Regal. I've gone to, ships repeatedly. But when you leave a ship in the best possible way
Right.
and you come back to the same ship and it's not where you left it,
Yeah.
it's
Ooh,
heartbreaking.
that's a tough one.
It is.
And where do
That's a
you,
tough one.
where do you find
yeah,
that
yeah,
strength
yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
to be like, I have to do it
All
all,
over
over
again,
again?
yep.
Like,
You know
Yeah.
something for me. Well. I think one of the main problems when it comes to management roles, I think is pride. One,
Oh,
because
ego.
I think pride and ego because you would have a certain system going on a ship
Yep.
Mhm.
and it's working fine.
Yep.
But the person who's coming behind you, you know what? Tammy used to do it this way, and it was working. No. This is my way.
That's so
Yeah.
true.
Tammy, who's
and
Tammy?
then
Yeah, that's it.
and then it
Tammy?
causes a whole wave of destruction because it's been working so good, but because pride comes into play,
Ratings in the sky.
and
Yeah.
I need to do it my way because ratings,
Yeah.
and I want them to see
Yeah,
me
it's
Yeah.
for
my
me,
fault. It's
and
because
I'm not
did
doing
it.
Tammy's way.
Hmm.
And I think that's where as I say, the fall comes before the pride. So
Yeah.
so the it's crazy.
Yeah.
100%. It
I
should
agree with
be
you.
about the bigger good,
Picture,
you know,
yeah.
the
Yes,
greater good.
the bigger picture, the bigger.
And
Look
we
at the
can
bigger
all
picture.
learn from each other.
Yes,
That's the,
100%.
you know, I mean, no one is perfect and no one has all the answers.
That's
And
Definitely
true.
not, no.
it's about integrating, you know, a bit of mine with a bit of yours. And
yeah.
like, yeah, you got to let go of that pride.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so true.
I had to learn that the hard way over the
Yeah.
years. I remember one time I was on a ship, and like for the sea day, it was always cold and windy.
Yeah.
On that particular day. So I just started ships, and the music manager who was on the ship with me, sorry, he would be the one to like make the call and say, guys, we're canceling that pool, like said, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I'm in my room sitting there waiting for the call because a new music manager is on board. So I'm waiting for him to call me. I'm thinking, well, you know, this
Should be
is
cancelled
this
for
this
sure.
this is
Gonna be
this is a
cancelled.
normal.
Rack
And
it
I
up,
get a
boys.
phone call. Sterling, what you doing in your room? I said, I'm waiting. I'm waiting to find out if the set is canceled or not. Well, you should be up here to make that decision. So I'm like, me make that decision.
Wait, what?
So I
The
went
performer.
upstairs. Place is cold. It's
Yeah.
windy. I walked on the stage and I'm like, it's not suitable for us to play. So, and he's like, okay, all right. Well, you need to be here to make that decision. And it felt weird because the music manager before, he would make that decision,
Decision,
Yeah.
right.
as the supervisor. And
Yeah.
now this one is like, you need to be here to make that decision.
Hmm.
So sometimes that loss of communication, and I told him, I said, but the other music manager, he would, well, I'm not him. I'm not him. This is me.
Yeah.
And
Perfect
that's-
example.
And
Absolutely.
after that
Perfect
day,
example.
I was like, you know what, Sterling? Everyone is different, and you have to understand everyone deals with things differently.
Differently. Yeah.
So don't take it personal.
Mm.
Yeah.
So-
Definitely.
That, I think that's key, right? It's
Yeah.
that taking it personal kind of aspect
Yeah.
of it.
Right.
If we just let go of that in every situation and just assumed everyone was doing their best
Yeah.
and meant well,
Yeah.
like the world would be a happier place.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
You know, we wouldn't be
Definitely.
hurt all the time.
Yep.
So yeah, that's key. I
But
think that's great.
Tams, let me ask you.
Mm.
Obviously, you have really good points up till now, right? I had a question prepared for you
Ooh,
that kind of segues from
Okay.
what we've been talking about. So yes, you're HGM,
Mm.
assistant HGM, soon to be HGM.
I hope so. We'll see.
We hope so too.
Heard it here
Fingers-
first, folks.
That's it. Send this to head office.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna send it to. We got you. Don't worry. We have some connections, you know.
Love it.
So, what would be something or some things that you would change? Like it can be in your department, or it could be something that you've seen that you would change or influence to
Mm.
become better.
Easy. And it's something that I work on every single contract. And I get like, look, back of house stuff, admin, really important stuff, right?
Mhm.
Getting it right, making sure all the processes are in place because
Right.
processes are there for a reason.
Right.
Absolutely understand. Everyone understanding that is key. However, our job is to provide the best vacation experience possible.
Right.
And the way we do that is by engaging with the guests.
Okay.
That
Engage
is
with the guests.
key.
Got you.
Getting out there. And I think it's the mindset shift, right? So I came up through entertainment.
hmm
So that's
That's actually news
That's
to
my
me. I had
vibe, right?
no idea,
Oh,
but
you
it
didn't-
makes so much sense
Right.
from
Yeah.
seeing you around. It's like, okay, it makes sense.
so yeah, so my background is entertainment. I started as actually my first gig ever was fitness. started in the spa,
Oh, that's cool.
And then I worked my way up through activities to cruise director to entertainment director
you.
and now
Alright.
AHGM, right?
Wait, hold on. Pause for a cause. We
Yeah.
need this. We need this story, guys. Wait, let me really listen. Now. Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay, which part of the story are we on?
So
Do you want to talk about my progression or
yeah,
you
we
want to
could- we
okay,
could
so we'll
start
start
with the
progression.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
So first gig ever, I was actually working. This is a cool story. I was working in marketing because I studied marketing and public
Yeah.
affairs. So I was in one of the most iconic buildings in Sydney, working as an assistant marketing manager and overlooking the Sydney Harbour. Right.
Oh, that's awesome.
And a cruise ship was docked in the Sydney Harbour. And I remember looking out there and going, because I'd been on one cruise in my life,
Mhm.
and it was great, obviously.
Right.
And I remember thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I don't want to be in an office. I just don't feel like I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah,
You know,
not
like
the 9 to
something's
5.
calling me.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh, let me read my stars because I'm a Pisces.
Right.
Let me
I'm
read
a
my
Pisces.
Are you?
What day are
Best?
you?
I am 21st of February.
I'm the 11th of March.
Hey,
My
hey,
sister.
fishies. What are you?
We left.
Yeah, I know. You can be an honorary
just joking.
Pisces.
I'm actually not sure. I think I'm a Taurus or something.
Okay, the bull.
Yeah, like April
Nice.
21st.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it kind of tracks, you know.
Cool, yeah. Does it? Okay, we'll learn more about
Hard-headed,
that.
hard-headed, you know.
Stubborn. Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
you know.
So Pisces, airy fairy. I was like, let me read my stars.
Yeah.
So I read it and it said a change of career is in the works. And I was like,
Mhm.
all right, like the sound of this. Let me check the career pages.
Yeah.
Let's see
Mhm.
what's happening. Now, in addition to marketing, I was teaching fitness on the side because
Okay.
my mum owned a fitness gym.
That's pretty
So
cool.
I would teach classes, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
Didn't love it, but could do it. And went onto the career pages. And the first, I kid you not, you know how they have like the sponsored ads for
Yeah,
jobs?
on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first job in this big bold thing was, do you want to be a do you want to be a fitness instructor on a cruise ship?
Wow.
And I'm staring at a cruise ship
Yeah.
and I have my and I went, yes.
Alignment.
So that's it. So I quit that job. I went to England to do my training
Nice.
with the One World Spa. And 2 months later, I was on my first cruise ship. So
Nice.
it just kind of like,
Nice. What?
track.
That was quick.
Yeah, it was really quick. And I loved,
Boom.
the life at sea.
Mhm.
Did one contract and then transition into activities.
Okay.
And then, of course, that was just me. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's you
okay,
for
you know
sure, yeah.
what? Like,
Yeah,
this is where I'm meant to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then progressed very quickly through the ranks.
Right.
Did a couple of years as cruise director and then a couple of years as entertainment director. And yeah,
Wow.
now in AHGM.
And soon to be
HDM.
HGM.
HGM, I mean,
We got
that's
you
the
covered, don't worry
dream.
about it.
That's
Yeah.
the dream.
We got
But
you covered.
yeah, so I think, from that background,
Mhm.
I know how important, and not only how important, how fun and what a difference to your life on board
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is to be engaging with our guests and having those genuine connections and having fun with them. I mean, like, my favorite thing, if I am in a mood, my favorite thing is to find you guys and jump on the dance floor
Yes.
while you're
Yes.
performing and grab some guests. And that is connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always see you doing it.
You know, and I love that
Yeah.
because that is my, you know what? I don't have to think, I don't have to talk.
Right.
It's my happy place
Right.
and it lifts me up. And I really, if I could change anything, it would be sharing that feeling with my teammates
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
all
I like that.
departments.
I like that.
Because
To be
that
honest.
is what will change your contract from average
Mhm.
to amazing.
Yeah.
And the guest experience, because they see you out
Yes.
there and they're like,
And then the guest experience
Yes.
follows.
isn't
and
she
they
like a
see-
big,
exactly.
big.
But even
what-
like
why
they
is she on the
love
floor?
to see
Yeah.
bartenders,
Yeah.
bar servers out on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, they just want to be with us. And when we're doing that, we're enhancing our experience and theirs, and then everything will follow.
Yes, I
Right.
agree.
So,
No, that's great.
yeah.
I love that.
I mean, that was a long-winded way of getting
No,
to your answer, but there you have it.
I love that answer. I'm happy with that.
All right. So I have a really great question here right
All right,
now.
can't wait.
So now let's take the uniform off.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Who is Tammy when the radios are off, the blazers is hung up,
Ooh.
and the mummy title fades?
Oh, wow.
Yee, I love this one.
This, on you guys.
we
Oh,
got, we
yeah.
got
We're
it
gonna-
good. We got it
We
so
came- we
good.
came ready.
So good. There is no surface level here.
Nope.
We dove right
This is
down
the
into the
upper
deep.
deck,
Yep.
guys.
This
is
is
about, you know what I'm saying?
amazing. Wow. This is a question that I had to answer about 3 years ago because I
Okay.
think I lost myself so completely
Mhm.
in motherhood, being
Right.
a wife, being at home
Mhm.
when I wasn't on ships. And I don't know about you, but I feel like most people who are on ships are running away from something or trying to find something, right?
Yes.
I like that, yeah.
And
I like that.
it was very much me.
Yeah.
I had been at home raising kids, being a mum, working in a job that I just did not enjoy
Yeah.
for a good, I think it was about 3 years. And,
Mm.
all that time kind of compounded and I did not know who I was anymore. And I
Mm.
even look at photos, which I actually did last night. I look at photos and I don't recognize that person.
Wow.
Like I don't know who she is.
Yeah,
And
I,
it makes
I, I
me so
understand that
sad.
for sure.
Yeah.
Because there are so many people living that
Yes.
and
yes.
not, being able to discover it. And luckily I had that support. So I ran away to sea again and had the support, to take care of the kids and just discover me. So who I am is exactly what you get in this contract.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There is no differentiating between Tam in the uniform
Right.
and Tam out of the uniform.
That's
And that
authenticity.
to me
Hmm.
is success.
Yeah,
Yes,
for sure.
it is.
To
You
be
know,
that authentic
You
in
have
work
to
and
be,
out of work, that's great.
because you
Right.
can't be here
Yeah.
for this long away from your family and be a different person. You
Fair
know,
enough.
I've been in roles where, and even at sea, where people have seen the Tam behind, and when I'd step out on stage, they'd be like, "It's two completely different
Right.
people,"
Yeah.
and that didn't make me feel good because I want, I want to meet people as me,
Right.
and so yes, there is actually no difference between the two.
But for me, I think having a stage personality and being someone completely different off the stage, I don't see it as a bad thing.
No,
But because to me, like when I get on stage, I get into a zone
yeah,
and I just mentally I just change.
absolutely.
Yeah.
As a
And
performer,
Yeah.
Because
totally understand
because
that.
Yeah,
I
100%.
need to focus. I need things need to
Mhm.
be going this way. So
Yeah.
I get into a very strong, like tense kind of energy vibe, on stage.
Yeah.
But when I'm
Get
off the
serious.
stage, yes, I'm very
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
But
It's almost spiritual. It's like
It's like-
it's almost like a
it's like,
meditation, you know?
"Oh."
Don't throw up that med.
but when I'm off the stage, I'm just chilled and relaxed.
Yeah.
But on stage, it's not like a anger or a bad being serious.
It's like a focus.
It's
Yeah.
like a focus because now I have to read the crowd. I have to see,
Mm.
100.
okay, so this is not working. I need to change this. I need to shift a gear here. So I need to focus on that. And I think if I get on stage and I'm in a playful mental state, it's not gonna work out the way it is. Because
Yeah.
just like last night,
Mhm.
we're doing a set and I turned to Shaq and I said, listen, we're changing the running order. Put this one here because he has to talk back
Yeah.
to talk to the band. And for me, it just felt better
Yeah.
than what we were doing before.
Right.
And this is where that I have to dig deep in
Absolutely.
and
I
just
think,
be that different person.
yeah.
But you know what? Sorry to interject,
that's
but I feel like that's not even you being a different person because I feel like that is you as a person. Like you're similar to Tam in the sense that like you're like a chameleon. Like you could fit yourself into any situation, but it's not like you're becoming a total different entity.
Mm.
It's just another part of you, but it's still you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Okay.
coming out.
Yeah.
And I think as performers, what I felt it as cruise directive too, when you step on that stage, having that alternate personality, totally understandable. And I
Mhm.
think for short periods, especially like a set,
Yeah.
almost necessary,
Yes,
right? To
yes.
find that.
Mhm.
Whereas my role now is all day, every day.
Mhm.
And if I had to be a different person, like
Right.
if
like
I had
have the
that
mask
alternate,
on. Mhm.
have that mask on, there's no end to it.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
would essentially have to be that person
For 6 months.
all the time. And that I just don't think I could do anymore, you know?
Right.
I will say though, when I'm alone or if I had a choice, I'm not very social at all. I am
Yeah.
quite introverted,
Introverted,
Yes.
right?
you know?
the
So
same.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the
I
same.
shrink into myself and actually, funny. Sorry, I know,
Hey,
I'm
this is
all
what
over
we're
the
here
shop,
for.
right?
This is what we're here for.
So I did this. I was invited to do this chakra dance
Mhm.
Reiki session, right?
Yeah.
And there was this master Reiki professional,
Mhm.
and they would just put music on, and you just let your body express, and then they would like give you cues and just see what you did,
Mhm.
and basically they would come and do certain movements or touch you in a certain way
Mhm.
that would bring things up deep down that
Mhm.
you didn't even know were there,
Yeah.
right? And it was funny because the quietest people became really big in their
Yeah.
movements.
Yeah.
They
Right.
were reaching out, they were you're shouting and all
Right.
Yeah,
sorts. And all I wanted to do was shrink down
Hmm.
and just be not seen.
That's
Right.
me. That's me. Yeah.
Which
I
was
totally
so
yeah.
interesting to me.
Yeah.
And I just
That's-
literally sat on the
yeah.
ground, and one of the masters came and just sat with their back against mine, and we both just crawled up and we just rocked for
Hmm.
almost the entire dance session. And I was like, this is
Yeah.
happy,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is so bizarre. But yeah, I
Yeah,
never
I think
expected that.
I like the I like the fact that you have the choice
Yeah,
to choose to be, small in that moment.
Absolutely.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
I agree with you to a sense where it's like sometimes you just want to not be seen because I consider myself like an ambivert.
Right.
It's like sometimes I'm very like,
That's
yeah,
a great
let's-
word. I haven't heard
let's
that one
go
before.
do, yeah, it's like a mix of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you're like, yeah, let's go do this. Yeah, let's
Totally.
go play. And the rest of the time I'm like,
Please leave me alone.
leave me alone. I need to recharge. Like my social battery dies like
Yeah.
Yeah.
just randomly like this, boom, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
You won't see me for like days. So,
Absolutely. You're probably
I
quite
understand.
empathetic too. You
Yeah.
know, like you take on people's energies.
Right.
Like I
Yes,
find if I'm in a
yes.
room, and that's why I like dancing, right? Because everyone's happy when they're dancing.
Yep.
yeah,
And you're surrounded. Whereas if I'm in a pub and
Mhm.
people are drinking, because I don't drink alcohol,
okay,
when I'm in a pub and there's people drinking and you can feel the mood shifting and you're taking that on,
Yeah.
right,
it's exhausting.
yeah, it can become
You know,
exhausting
and
for sure.
especially in the environment we're here, you
Yeah.
can't control that.
Yeah.
But not only absorbing, but sometimes you have to build that energy.
Oh,
You
yes.
have to create that atmosphere
Yeah.
because, and I'm realizing that especially like within this cruise, where sometimes you get there and you just have to
Make it happen.
make it happen. You just have to.
That's a great way of putting it.
Yeah, no, you have to make it happen.
Make it happen.
And you can't get there and let that quiet energy keep you quiet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to go out there and just roar it out and bring them in. You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Absolutely.
And sometimes after the set, for me, I'm so like drained. Like
Yeah.
all I need to do is just get back to the room and watch a movie
Oh, absolutely.
and relax.
How
I don't
good
want to
is
see
that?
it. I don't care to see anyone.
Sounds great.
Yep.
No, we should probably just go back now and just like go sleep.
Guys, I have
For the
a
rest
few
of the day.
hours. What do you think I'm going to do? I said, I'm going to get a bag of chips,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit on
Take
my
a
bed,
naps.
a can of Coke, and have
Okay.
a, yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Sounds great.
Well, Tammy, it was really good having you here with
Thank
us.
you.
And also getting that information, knowing that you're my sister you know,
Yes.
in the Pisces world.
Connected.
Oh yes, so I could see why now we have a good,
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine,
yeah,
connection.
totally.
So yeah, it was
Like mines.
Yeah,
No, I'm not saying like
Pisces.
mines. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
okay.
high
no,
seas on the water. It's where we're meant to be.
he's trying to get into to,
know, yeah,
to,
you
to
know.
our thing.
It's feeling like I'll change my body language.
Yeah,
Say-
hey, that's fine. That's fine.
include you,
That's fine.
include
That's
you a bit more.
It only took you the whole interview to do that, but you know, it's
I'm
fine.
like,
It's
so
okay.
Sterling.
But it's definitely been a pleasure having
has
you
been a pleasure,
here.
yeah.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
And this, you know, I mean, this just opened up our eyes to so many things. And, you know, the funny thing is, knowledge brings power. And, you know, there's a lot about you that we didn't know. I
Yeah.
didn't even know that you were a cruise
Didn't know you
director.
were that powerful.
So now, you know, I just have a little more respect for you.
Yeah, I
Aw,
have
thank
to
I
you.
agree
had a
with
lot
that.
of respect for you, but
Yeah.
I just poured some more
Yeah, definitely.
love into there.
That's really kind,
but-
Yeah,
guys. That's
sure.
been awesome.
No, yeah. Thank you so much for having us. Everything he said is spot on. Like the respect meter has gone through the roof now. We didn't know you had all of that in you, you know? But it just goes to show you don't know people's story just
That's
by
it.
looking at them. And this is what this podcast is really all about. And speaking of that, I think we're going to cut to you for the end. This has been the Upper Deck Podcast. My name is Sterling.
My name is Shaquille.
You sure?
Well, you said your name is Sterling, so I'm looking at you all right.
Okay. I'm just double checking to see. Okay. My name is Shaquille.
My name is Sterling.
And my name's Tam. Thanks so much for having me on the Upper Deck podcast. Peace, love, and respect.